Shangaan music was traditionally played by communities over the years, using drums and traditional string and wind instruments. In the early 60s, the electric guitar was introduced into Shangaan music by General M.D. Sharinda. A whole host of electric guitar-wielding Shangaan musicians would follow. To understand the music's journey from old to new, we travelled to Giyani in Limpopo to track down some of the older artists. A few of the successful musicians like General Sharinda, Thomas Chake and Elias Baloy are still recording music and continue to sell, although not as much as in earlier years.
Today, because of the piracy, the good units or a lot of units that you can sell is 50,000 copies. But I used to sell many copies. I used to sell up to triple platinum.
Other artists like H.W. Makubela, Samson Khoza, and Samson Mtobeni show the other side of the coin, artists whose heyday has passed. New Shangaan music, which has been dubbed Shangaan electro, began to emerge in the late 90s, but it wasn't until South African businessman Nozinga entered the music industry in 2003 as a producer that the music began to get recognition outside of Shangaan communities.
My marketing strategy was, I have to grab the kids. McDonald's grabbed the kids, knowing that if you bring the kids, there will be a place for them to dance, to play around. So I knew if I can do clowns with Setsa boys, I'll grab the kids. And once I grab the kids, I've got their parents, and I'm in. Okay. It's only Sharinda, Thomas Chauke, George Malek.
Are those the only remaining guys?
They are only remaining, not changing the vibe at all. We respect them. They are our icon.
Blackjack's drummer Tsapang Ramoba introduced Wills Glaspiegel, a producer in New York, to Shangaan Electro in 2009. The duo set out to track down Nozinga in order to release a compilation of this music. Almost a year later, Glaspiegel and Ramoba signed a contract with Nozinga to license tracks for the compilation. The resulting compilation, Shangaan Electro, New Wave Dance Music from South Africa, was released in June 2010 to rave reviews from international press and DJs. Amazingly, the music is now being played in clubs in New York, Paris and London, creating a significant buzz, although few South Africans outside of the Shangaan and Songa communities listen to this music.
The older generation, when they play their music, it will be... And these days we are fast, man. When we dance, there's no... You see, when you check on like Thomas Chauke, all the women who are dancing, they are mothers now. They can't dance. These latest guys can dance faster. So we thought, now let's change this thing. Let's move faster. And I didn't want any guitar anymore in my music. I wanted something like would be a little bit of a quieter house, but still maintaining the speed and the drums and the toms and the marimba of Changane. And that's what I did. And when I did it, I never thought it would become this big, let's be honest with you, but I knew in my blood this thing is moving. And you will find that everyone now plays the same style, except Dr. Thomas Chauke, George Maluleke. The future for them, it will remain there. Whether we come up with something new or not, it will never change. Reason being, they've made up their customer. And they've been following his Shimatata from 1 to 30 now. So they don't want to miss anything between these 30. So their music, it's sealed. Their music will die the soon they die. So as long as they're still alive playing the music, believe in you, me, they are not going to change those guys. They are going to make it in this industry.
When we saw
There's no guitar in the music. I don't think that it's a music.
Okay.
No, because we call it music when there's guitars, you know, live instruments. That's where we call it music. Well, if there's no music, I think it's something else.
Okay.
But I love the guitars. I love everything which is live, and you know, it does not come to an end. You can play it for, you know, 20, 40 years. Like, you know, my stuff, I started recording my first album in 1980, and it's still selling because there's live things on it.
We are very close, me and Thomas. So I respect him because his music, it's unique. It's Shangani. But we have to move on. We have to take our path. He took his path. Because if you can listen to old music, when Chirinda and Thomas Shoga play, they play different music. Why did he play different to Chirinda? It's because that's what he believed in. I also will play different to him because that's what I believed in.